Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your co-pilot into the universe of Chinese. We're going to continue on this journey of learning just one Chinese expression a day. Last time we talked about 学而时习之 is revisit. Revisit is the review, something, right? What you learned before, often. So review something often. This is the strategy that advised to the young people who are learning to really review it, and then you're going to see it in a new pair of eyes. That's the idea. So today we are going to come to a 3-character. This is not exactly a Chinese expression. This is simply a very famous Chinese person right now in the global stage. It's the president of China, current China. So Xi Jinping is his full name. And because I heard it on social media or simply in the media often, and oftentimes it's talked about Xi, right? So President Xi, right? That's how people say here, President Xi. And its sound actually is a Xi, it's a rising tone. And we talked about last time, Xi actually means the birds learning to fly. And that's the original meaning. And eventually it means you review it, you revisit, means practice. So birds learning to fly has to fly again and again, fail until you get it. You get the skill just right? So that's a kind of xi. It means practice, drill. So it becomes review. Okay. Jin. We talked about this one also before. We have this meaning maker and sound maker. Meaning maker here means walking. It related to your footsteps, and there are 3 strokes of there that's abstracted right now into this form. That means footsteps. So it's a foot with the footprints recurring. That's the walking. So this is a walking motion, and then the right side is sound maker. Sounds like a jin. It's a unit of weight, kind of like a pound, similar value. So this is the jin sound, and now it becomes jin. Jin means near. So walking means you don't have to walk far, right? It's close. So distance back then is measured by foot, really. Like people go somewhere, and only like the meaning of distance that makes sense to you is going to be on your foot. Walking, is it near or far? That's how we express near. So this is near. Okay. Review near, and then flat is the last character of his name, Ping. Again, rising tone. And so we have this flat. You can see the structure here, right? But this 2 strokes underneath there was omitted, and this curve, which means breath. So in Chinese characters, ancient times, they often use this curve line to mean your breath, because air is not going straight line. I mean, that time people are knowing well enough of how air flows in air, in space. It doesn't go straight line. So this is the meaning of your air. And I guess these are kind of other sideline airs. That's not the mainstream, but still air. So this is air floating out. I guess in ancient times, when people first learn, master the skill of speaking, they want to pronounce correctly so that your folks can hear and understand you easily. So speaking the right way, pronunciation is important. Was important back then. I mean, today we have speech therapy. I guess it's the same way, like try to make people, tutor people speak correctly so other people can understand you. So back then too, ping here means you are pronouncing your words with the airflow from your pipe, right, to pronounce it, and the air distribution are even. So this is the original meaning of from pronunciation. The sound or the air distribution are even, so you don't make any sharp noises. That's the ideal, like pleasant to the ear. Not only make it clear, but also pleasant to the ear. So that's flat. So flat was meaning like evenly distributed. There's no peaks, ups and downs. You want to make it even sounding. So Xi Jinping, that's his full name. Here I just want to show the Western audience how to pronounce his name and his full name, and the original characters, what they're made of, what that meaning, individual characters. So baby naming in China are mostly composed of a 2 character or 3 character. So the first character is your family name, your surname. And then parents have a choice of using 2 characters or 1 character as the given name. So most people are like in Xi's generation use 3 characters because there's another tradition, the middle, not middle finger, okay? The middle character oftentimes is used as a generational indicator. So, okay, so Chinese, your ancestry is highly important. Your lineage is highly important, I guess in the other cultures as well. So first is your family name, like who you're from, right? Which family. And second is which generation you're from. So there are cycles, I believe like 12 of them, like recycling. I mean, for sure, this generations are not going to meet the 12th generation, right? They're not going to be in time in sync. I mean, that will be horrifying. Somebody is giving shorter baby, lifespans, things like that. So the middle name is actually a generation, and the last name is your individual, like that's you. So from this family, from this generation, and this is you. That's how Chinese was used to be. And in my generation, parents a lot of times, because family tree were destroyed during, the political movements back then, people are shuffled and families rearranged. I mean, it's a chaos time. And a lot of traditions like this, like the naming system was given up. My generation a lot of times omit the middle name, which is your generation indicator, and only have your given name, 1 character to mean that's you, or 2 characters to create like a little bit more complicated, but the middle character definitely is not your generational indicator, because people lost their family tree book to exactly know which generation you are, where you're positioned in your family tree, what your generational character is supposed to be. So that's lost. So in my generation, we have 2 or 3 character combinations. So apparently Xi, I'm not sure if this is his middle name. I didn't do, people search on his history, but he happened to have the 3 character formation of his name, and it's pronounced as Xi Jin Ping. So it's rising, falling, rising, Xi Jin Ping. Okay, that's how his name is sound, President Xi. That's it. Cash into the currency of thinking with Sophie, 1 word a day. See you another day.